Hello and welcome to another Watch Report video review. My name is James Stacy and today we'll be taking a look at the Seiko SBDC005, also known as the Sumo or the Shogun, as it was named by some online watch collectors communities. The 005 designates the orange dial, so we're probably just going to call this one the Orange Sumo. So let's take a nice close look here. Okay, so what you'll first notice is it's definitely in the lineage of other Seiko divers, everything from the SKX series all the way up to the Marine Master share a pretty similar look. On this one, this is the new kind of mid-range Seiko Prospects, so you get their automatic 6R15 movement, a 50-hour power reserve, 44.5 millimeters across, 13.3 tall, some kind of oddly small lugs. These are 20 millimeters across. You get a Hardlex crystal, which is Seiko's version of like a mineral crystal. It's less shatter prone than a sapphire. You get the screw down crown and a 200-meter water resistance. On this model, if you search for it online, you will not find one with a bracelet. This was added aftermarket and came with the watch when I purchased it in an online forum. So first of all, you'll notice this very bright orange dial. It's a rich, very Doxa-esque color. I really like it. When you get in really close, you'll notice that the markers are inlaid and have a chrome border. This brings us to the most unfortunate thing about this watch, in my opinion. This specific model, the SBDC005, has black bordered hands and silver or chrome bordered markers. It doesn't make any sense. The SBDC01 and 03, that's black and blue dial, have matching chrome hands. I guess this is just for increased legibility, but for me it looks like the watch hands are aftermarket or some sort of a modification. Not my favorite, but very much a highly legible watch, as is the style with the Seikos, and it's in the same vein of size as the SKX series, but you do get the 6R15 movement, which is kind of Seiko's new workhorse for anything but their entry-level automatics. Screw down crown with the Seiko S on it. Simply used, this movement is hacking and hand winding. So as you see, the seconds are running now, and there they've stopped. I can change my time. In, back out 1 will give you the date. That's pretty much it. You get a nice 3 or 4 turns around. What I do like about this watch is I do think it was actually made with the intention of people possibly using it to dive with. I've used my SKX007, which you'll see in a minute, snorkeling on a number of occasions. You get lug holes, so you can take a simple tool, push it in there, and it simply pops the bracelet or the strap out. And I think this watch looks absolutely fantastic on a simple rubber black strap. So lug holes are a great addition and definitely solidify a watch as a tool watch as opposed to just being a dress diver. As you can see, something kind of this shiny, this flashy could easily be worn with just about any outfit. Possibly the orange dial isn't going to suit some more formal needs. On the sides, you get some excellent finishing. You'll see these line of brushed against the polished tops and sides. The bezel is light and perfectly clicky, but there's almost no grip. There's almost no grip on these little notches. They're not useful at all. The all other Seiko watches generally have a different form, something more grippy, something sharper would have been great. Granted, I don't know it would have fit what it otherwise is a very smooth kind of aesthetic. It's not impossible to use, but I would see it being extremely hard to use in a wet or overly sweaty condition where it might be too slippery. Now the bracelet, which is what does come with the SBDC001 and 003, the black and blue dial models, is pretty nice. It's kind of standard Seiko fare. You get solid end links. It doesn't fit the case very well, but I've seen the black and blue models, and it's the same gap present there. You get kind of a mixed finish bracelet. These are push-outs. You can see the arrows there. You get a fold over It's a twin button. It's pretty simple, standard Seiko fare. You get a diver clasp, and so that's for your wetsuit extension. Pretty simple, and that pretty much puts the whole look together. What I'll do is just take a look at a quick wrist shot. Okay, and here it is on wrist. It sits well. 13.3 millimeters is probably pretty close to my maximum. I don't like going over about 14. It will get blocked by some cuffs, and certainly now that it's winter here, I have some trouble with this one sliding up under my cuff and then having to push it out if you're wearing gloves or a jacket. So it's not the thinnest of watches, but it's pretty standard for a dive watch. You're not going to get 200 meters at this price with a good movement that's much thinner. So that's just something to consider. What we'll do now is that we're going to give it 30 seconds under the halogen lamp, and we'll take a look at the luminosity. Okay, so after 30 seconds, here's what we'll get. So there'll still be some ambient light in the room, but what you see right away is classic to all Seiko Prospex divers, fantastic lume. It's like a light switch is on the watch. This recently went well into the 3 or 4 hour range of high visibility during a movie, and no complaints whatsoever with the luminosity on this watch. It glows like a torch, and it's exactly what I would expect given its siblings both below in the SKX and the Marine Master up above. Okay, and lastly, something I'd like to do more often with the watch report videos is a comparison. So what we're looking at here is, of course, the Seiko Sumo SBDC005 on the left, and on the right here is one of my oldest watches, a Seiko SKX007 on a Jubilee bracelet. Not the quietest bracelet, but super comfy. If you are in the market for your first nice watch, buy something from the SKX line. It will not let you down. You can get this watch for under $200. And to finish off the review for the Seiko Sumo, you can pick this up online for about $600, and for that you get a very nice polish, an excellent tool/dress diver because of the lugs and the good water resistant and the good crystal. I'm going to still call it something of a tool watch, and I honestly think you could dive with it, and it really is very nice. Given the money, it would make an excellent daily wear, possibly in black, blue, or even this orange. So for Watch Report, my name is James Stacy, and this has been a review of the Seiko SBDC005 Orange Sumo. Thanks very much.